Hi guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel at kung bago ka lang sa aking YouTube channel, welcome to my channel. Sa video na to, ang pag-aaralan natin ay under ng College Algebra, yung first lesson natin which is the laws of exponents. Okay, again, laws of exponent. Laws of exponents. So whenever we have variables which contain exponents and have equal bases, we can do certain mathematical operations to them. Those operations are called the laws of exponents. Okay, provided that we have a variables which contains exponents and have equal bases. So kapag equal yung mga bases nila, meron tayong mga certain mathematical operations na ginagamit. So that is the reason why nag-exist si laws of exponents. Okay, ano-ano po ba yung laws of exponents? Ito yung component ng ating exponent. Okay. So, yung B, this is what we call our base. And then, yung nasa taas niya, ayan, yung naka-superscript, ang tawag natin doon, exponent. Alam naman natin that when we talk about exponent, it is simply, it tells how many times you are going to multiply the base from itself. Halimbawa, if it is 5 raised to 2, you are going to multiply 5 times 5. Ayan, 5 times 5. Or, halimbawa naman, 5 cubed. It is simply equal to 5 times 5 times 5. So, ganun lang po yung tinatawag nating exponent or base and exponent. Okay. So, ano-ano nga ba yung mga laws of exponent? So, meron tayo dito 5, and then mamaya meron pa tayong additional. Okay, yung first law of exponent natin applies if we are multiplying the same bases. Kung magkamukha yung base natin as was the case in this example number 1 or dito sa ating first law, okay, magkamukha yung kanyang base which is x. Kapag minumultiply daw natin ang dalawang variable na magkamukha, what we do doon sa kanyang exponent is ina-add natin. So that is x raised to m times x raised to n is simply equal to x times x raised to m plus n. Again, i-add lang po natin yung exponent ng dalawang base na magkamukha. Okay. If it is halimbawa, mamaya magkakaroon pa tayo ng mas maraming example. 5 raised to 2 times 5 raised to 6. That is simply equal to 5 raised to 2 plus 6 which is equal to 5 raised to 8. Okay, so ganun lang po yun. Second rule, second law naman natin, x times y, quantity raised to m. So kapag ganito po yung case natin, multiply siya and then nasa labas naman po yung exponent sa labas ng parenthesis, naka-enclose, nasa labas ng parenthesis, what we do is we simply distribute the exponent. So x times y raised to m is simply equal to x raised to m times y raised to m. So, ganun lang po iyon. Ano pa pong example? 5 times 2 raised to 2. That is simply equal to 5 raised to 2 times 2 raised to 2. So, ganun lang po. Okay? Sana po nakakasunod. Ayan. Sa number 3 naman, as you notice, there is an exponent raised to another exponent. Ayan, yung exponent po natin, x raised to m, raised siya into another exponent, which is n. So, what we do kapag po ganito yung case natin is that we are just simply multiplying the exponent. So, x raised to m raised to n is simply equal to x raised to m times n. So, ganito po, halimbawa, 5 raised to 2 raised to 2. So, that is simply 5. 2 times 2 is simply 4. So, ganun lang po yan. Mamaya we'll have many more examples about this. Sa number 4, parang kahawig lang din po siya ni number 2. So, what we do in number 4, pinagkaiba lang po, it is in a fraction or division format. At as was the case in number 2, dinidistribute lang din po natin yung exponent sa kanila. So, x over y, quantity raised to m, is simply distribute po doon Distribute po doon, x raised to m divided by y raised to m or x raised to m over y raised to m. Okay. Sa number 5, dalawa po yung case natin. Ayan. Si 5a given if m is greater than n. If m is greater than n, ibig sabihin mas mataas yung value ni m kay n, then x raised to m over x raised to n is simply x raised to m minus n. Kanina po, kapag nagmumultiply tayo, addition po yung ginagamit natin. Dito naman, since it is division, magsusubtract po tayo. So, given to if our m is greater than n, kung yung atin pong numerator, yung exponent niya, is greater than the denominator. So, equal din po siya kay x raised to m minus n. So, susubtract lang. Halimbawa po, 5, provided that they have the same base pa din po ha, 5 raised to 3, gawin po natin raised to 4 over 5 raised to 2. So, it is simply equal to 5 raised to 4 minus 2, which is equal to 5 raised to 2. So, ganun lang po. Okay? Sa 5b naman, ang case po natin, when n or if n is greater than m or yung exponent po ng magkamukhang base natin, mas malaki po yung exponent ng denominator natin kaysa kay numerator. Okay, if that is the case, ilalagay po natin sa denominator yung ating base. Doon po tayo mag-evaluate. Halimbawa, 5 raised to 2 over 5 raised to 4. That is simply equal to 1 over 5 raised to 4 minus 2. That is simply equal to 1 over 5 raised to 2. So, ganun lang po. Later on, we'll have further or mas marami pang examples regarding this. Meron pa pong other properties of exponents. Yung una, x raised to 0. So, any variable, any expression, except to 0, again po, except 0, any expression, any number, any variable, raised to 0, it is always equal to 1. Again, any variable, any expression, any number raised to 0, it is always equal to 1. Kahit gaano pa po yan kahaba, pag inilalagyan ng in-enclose yan and then in-erase sa 0, that is equal to 1. Next po, kapag ang exponent natin ay negative, that means our exponent is misplaced. Halimbawa, dito sa example natin na to, we have x raised to negative 1. Automatic meron niyang over 1. Since it is negative exponent, that means it is misplaced. Kung nasa numerator po siya, dapat nasa denominator siya. Kung ang case naman natin ay 1 over x raised to negative 1, ang sagot natin dyan ay x. Okay. Kasi po, misplaced din siya, nasa denominator. So, since nasa denominator siya, wala po kasi tayo, hindi po kasi pwedeng maging negative yung ating exponent. So, ilalagay po natin siya sa numerator para maging positive. Okay. Sa case natin dito, ayan, numerator siya, so nilagay siya sa denominator para maging positive. Okay, that is other example of other properties of exponents. Next, any single number or variable is always to the first power. So, pag nakakita po kayo ng variable, walang exponent, automatic, it is raised to 1. Halimbawa, 3. 3 is equal to 3 raised to 1. Yung a naman, a lang yung nakita nyo. Ayan, a lang. A is equal to a raised to 1. Yung 2x naman, 2x is simply 2 raised to 1, x raised to 1, or simply 2x raised to 1. So, ganun po yun. Single number or variable is always to the first power. Kahit what, automatic siya. Basic example, halimbawa, x raised to 2 times x cubed. So, sabi natin kanina, when we are multiplying the same bases, what we do to the exponent, ina-add lang po natin. So, that will become x raised to 2 plus 3, which is equal to x raised to 5. Another example, x raised to 4 raised to 3. It is a power of a power. Automatic po kapag ganito yung case natin, we just simply multiply our exponent. So, that will become x raised to 4 times 3, which is equal to x raised to 12. Another example, X times y, quantity raised to 3. So kapag ganito po yung case, what we do? We simply distribute the exponent. So it will become x raised to 3, y raised to 3. Okay. Another basic example, x over y raised to 3. So sabi natin kapag ganito yung case, what we do? We just simply distribute the exponent. So that is x cubed over y cubed. Next, x raised to 7 over x raised to 4. So ano po ginagawa natin kapag ganito? M is greater than n. What we do? We simply subtract our exponent. So that is x raised to 7 minus 4, which will become x raised to 3. Sa case naman natin dito, n is greater than m, or yung denominator natin greater than yung kanyang exponent kaysa sa ating numerator. Again, applicable lang po ito if we have the same bases. Okay, what we do? It will become 1 over x. Of course, subtract lang po natin yung exponent na 7 and 5. That will become 1 over x squared. More example pa po. 2a cubed times 7a raised to 4. So, ang magkamukha po natin dyan is, of course, yung dalawang number, pwede natin silang i-multiply since, yun nga, magkamukha naman sila ng magkamukha naman sila ng exponent. So, that is 2 times 7. Si a cube at a raised to 4 naman po, pag multiply natin, the same base po sila. So, we're just simply going to add their exponent. Kaya po naging ganon. So, that will become 2 times 7 is 14. A raised to 3 plus 4 is 7. Another example, negative 5r squared times 8r cubed times 2r squared. So, what we do? We're just going to get the number first, yung ating mga numerical value. Negative 5 times 8 times 2 times r, and then, since multiply at magkakamukha ng base, we're just going to simply add them. 2 plus 3 plus 2. So that is equal to negative 80 r raised to 7. Another example, 2m squared n raised to 5. So kapag ganito po ang case, ano po ginagawa natin? We are distributing our exponent. So that is 2, automatic sabi natin kapag single variable or single constant number, automatic raised to 1 yun. So that is simply 2 raised to 1 times 3, m raised to 2 times 3, n raised to 5 times 3. So that's simply 2 raised to 3, m raised to 6, n raised to 15. Or simply, 8m raised to 6, n raised to 15. Kasi 2 cubed is 8. Another, 3xy cubed. So kapag ganito, distribute lang po ulit. So 3 cubed, x cubed, y cubed. That will become 27x cubed, y cubed. Another one, 2a over 3b. Again, distribute lang po kapag ganito yung case natin. So that will become 2 raised to 2, a raised to 2 over 3 raised to 2, b raised to 2. So that is simply 4a squared over 9b squared. Another example po, 8x raised to 4 over 2x. Okay. So pwede natin i-divide yung 8 and 4, ay 8 and 2, ayan, 8 over 2, sineparate na natin para magkaroon tayo ng magkamukhang base which is both x. Since the numerator, the exponent of the numerator is greater than the denominator, so dun tayo sa taas magsusubtract. So that is x raised to 4 minus 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. X raised to 4 minus 1 is 3. So the answer is 4x cubed. Okay, sa case naman na to, greater than yung sa numerator, so ay denominator, so denominator lang po tayo. 9 over 3, ganun lang po. So 1 over z raised to 5 minus 3. So that is simply 9 over 3 is 3. Excuse me. And then 1 over z raised to 5 minus 3 is 2. So 3 and 1 over x squared, or pwede na po natin i-multiply yung ating 3 kay 1. So it will become 3 over x squared. Another example po, 3x cubed y squared z times 7xy squared, yz squared. So, ano po gagawin natin? Add lang po yung exponent. Okay, so 3 times 7, x raised to 3 plus 1, of course. Ayun po yun. Tapos automatic may kasama itong 1. Yung y naman natin ay 2. automatic may kasama din itong 1. And then yung z naman natin ay 1, tapos ito yung 2. So add lang po exponent. It will become 21. 3 times 7 is 21. X raised to 4, y cubed, z cubed. Another one. Negative 8xy squared times 3xy times negative 2xy cubed. Again, multiply lang po natin lahat ng numerical value. So, negative 8 times 3 times negative 2. Then, add lang po natin yung mga exponent. 1, 1, 1. Then, sa y naman, 2, 1, 3. That will become 48x cubed, y raised to 6. Another one, 3x squared, y cubed raised to 2 times 2x y squared raised to 2. Again, first, ang gagawin po natin, we will distribute the exponent. So, it will become 3 raised to 1 times 2, x raised to 2 times 2, y raised to 3 times 2, times 2 raised to 2, 1 times 2, x raised to 1 times 2, and y raised to 2 times 2. And then, multiply muna po natin yon. It will become 3 raised to 2 is 9, x raised to 4, y raised to 6. Of course, multiply lang po natin yung mga yan. And then times 4x squared, y raised to 4. Hindi pa po tapos kasi pwede pa natin siyang i-simplify. 9x raised to 4, y raised to 6 times 4x squared, y raised to 4. So, 9 times 4, labas lang natin. And then x, add lang po natin yung exponent ni x which is 4 and 2, y which is 6 plus 4. So, that will become 9 times 4 is 36. So, x raised to 4 plus 2 is 6. Y raised to 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay. Next, 3a cubed b over 3ab squared. Of course, ang una po natin gagawin, we will distribute first our exponent. So, what that will become 5 raised to 1 times 3, a raised to 3 times 3, b raised to 1 times 3 over 3 raised to 1 times 3, a raised to 1 times 3, b raised to 2 times 3. After that, ayan, ito po yung sagot natin. 5 cubed a raised to 9, b cubed over 3 cubed, a cubed, b raised to 6. And then, yung magkakamukha na bases, ayan po, si a at si b. Okay, so hihiwalay muna po natin yung dalawa. Okay, itong 5 cubed, 125 ang sagot. Itong 3 cubed, 27. Next, ayan po. 125, a raised to 9, b cubed over 27, a cubed, b raised to 6. And then po, subtract natin. Kay a po, as you notice, numerator is greater than the denominator. So, magsusubtract tayo sa numerator. Kasi mas mataas po yung exponent niya. Si b naman, mas mataas po yung exponent ni denominator. So, magsusubtract po tayo ng exponent sa denominator. So, ang magiging final answer po natin ay 125, a raised to 9 minus 3 is 6 over 27. B raised to 6 minus 3 is 3. Okay, yun lang po yung video natin. I hope you learned something on our discussion. Feel free to like this video, share this video, and subscribe on my channel for more updates, especially on college algebra. Kita-kits po tayo sa ating lesson 2 on college algebra. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.